The further I go on the dragon's path, the more that I came to know something more about so-called demons, and also people that claim to have all of the wisdom and all of the knowledge about demons or Lucifer in itself. The more further that I go on the dragon's path, the more that I came to realize that they know nothing about this. Demons are not real. Demons are nothing like they said. All of my life, all of my childhood, they always said, "Be careful of demons. Don't don't listen to what they say." But I didn't even know what demons were. I thought that they were just there to be bad, but nothing else, and have no reason at all. But demons in itself, what they truly are, is something sad. Is something that I wish to no one, and no one at all. Because the people that live here to this day, people, animals, everything that live here to this day, once can become a demon, so-called demon, that is to pity for, that is to feel sad for. Today at the job, I had a man once again, and they all, I follow the dragon's path. It's something difficult. It's something new. People just don't know what to expect from the dragon's path. I wear black every single day, and of course, a lot of people have immediately their idea of what this is. They immediately say demon or devil worshipper or things like this. I have encountered this countless of times, not only at the job but also online. People that said that I follow the devil, in fact. But yeah, you have to get over this. You have to, after a while, it becomes a habit that people are going to say that the dragon's path is evil or something like this, and that I follow demons or Lucifer in itself, or Satan in itself. And in fact, I don't even care about anything of the Bible or anything that stands in the Bible, because not Lucifer, but Satan in itself, it's actually something from the Bible, and I couldn't care less about that. So, but that doesn't take away that a lot of people call me a Satan worshipper. But yeah, that is because I lost my fear to talk about the dragon. In the beginning, I had a lot of fear about talking about the dragon, but then my fear went away once I realized I have to reach out for some people who are triggered by this, so that their dragon can be released. So I'm doing this for the dragon, not for myself, and not for these guys that claim that I am a Satan worshipper. I don't care anymore. I have to be reborn again, so I lose everything of fear about talking to the dragon, so that I could finally talk about the dragon and so help the dragons. That is my goal. So this guy was saying to me that I was also a Satan worshipper today again. if I could have €1 every time someone says this to me, I shouldn't go to work anymore, because I would be rich. But in fact, he was once again saying Satan worshipper, but then he said Lucifer worshipper, and I said, did you ever encountered Lucifer inside of a dream or something like this? Have you ever encountered Lucifer? How do you know he is so bad? Because you are talking that you are knowing everything about Lucifer, but yet, what do you know about him? Yeah, he's bad, but why is he bad, I said. Why is Lucifer bad? I would love to know why do you think that Lucifer is bad? Because he kills people, he said. What does that even make sense? What does Lucifer have with dead people? Their soul would go to heaven, so that doesn't make any sense. Why would he be interested in killing people? And then he was just quiet and just go away. Sometimes you just have to be just chill if you have an encounter like this. If someone says to you, the devil, you are worshipping the devil because the dragon is the devil, then they come up to Lucifer, just chill. Just think about your words. The dragon's followers in itself, in his entire world. I didn't even know that this was real, but in fact it's very much real. But because the people who follow the dragon are very much persecuted, very much in this world, especially in the more religious countries, are very much persecuted. I know people from Christianity, they love to be persecuted because in fact they love to be it for some way, but in fact the most people in this world, they all bow down for that, so that doesn't make any sense. But we are very much like that. We are very much like that because we are in a minority, because we don't talk about this. Why should we talk about this? This is our path. When we talk about this, this is out of pride, not to say to anyone that they have to follow this, of course. And yes, I also wanted to talk about what in fact demons are. I mean, the more that I go further on my path, on my dragon's path, the more that I came to realize what actually Lucifer is. And Lucifer, I sometimes see a dragon, a brown dragon, inside of my dreams, also especially in between consciousness and unconsciousness, that I encounter a dragon, a brown, beautiful dragon that calls himself Lucifer. I encountered him quite a lot of times, and in fact I also came to learn much more about what actually demons are. By the way, I came to find out as well that Lucifer and, for example, some of the dragon gods, for example Quetzalcoatl, Mexico, have these similarities, a lot of similarities that I came actually to think about, that they are not that very different. Back in the day, Lucifer or Quetzalcoatl were very worshipped. They were not afraid of him. Even he was actually light in the darkness. He was in fact also the one of compassion. And that is where I base myself on today. I'm a vegan. I am humanitarian or something that you call it like this, and I am also someone, when there is a war, I couldn't pick up my gun because I'm simply too weak about this. And this is also because of my dragon's path. He says that I'm going to kill humans if I continue to follow Lucifer or the other dragons. But in fact, I couldn't kill even a fly, simply because of my dragon's path. I am weak, and I love it that I'm weak. I cannot kill anyone, and whenever something dies, I feel bad about this. I could even feel their spirit go away, and I hate that. I hate that feeling simply because I am on the dragon's path. The dragon spirits are spirits of following other spirits whenever they are lost. And that is also what so-called demons are, lost spirits. And that is where dragons, they find lost spirits, and they show them the way where they belong. We belong in the dragon's cage. So whenever we have a dragon by our side, it's their task to show us the way to the dragon realm. The dragon by my side, the dragon energy that lives within myself, is actually a very weak one, because it cannot stand death. It cannot stand death over another. I'm sometimes very emotional about this, and that is because of my dragon's path. I cannot stand death. And whenever I could help a so-called demon, because everyone is so afraid of demons, but in fact they are to pity with. I feel so bad for them, because a lot of people who live here now in this world will one day become like this. They will have a fate worse than death. And whenever you have to say, oh no, it's a demon, no, that is someone who doesn't know his way to their home. And that is not more than that. That is what a so-called demon is. So there is no, don't have to be afraid of that. Even the dragon in itself, the dragon goes over that, because they are the ones of death. They are a spirit of death. That doesn't mean bad. That means that they can guide the spirits with them. So yeah, and that is where people on my job, for example, are so afraid of what I follow. They don't understand the dragon. They don't understand our path. They don't understand our mind. They don't understand anything. And what is not be understood, what cannot be understood, is being feared. And that is also what the entire of the dragon's path has. Of the dragon in itself, even. The dragon gods, the dragons themselves, and who we are, what we follow, is not understood. For thousands of years, the dragon has pushed behind because they thought it was something bad. But it was not. The dragon is a pure being, a pure soul, a pure spirit. That I cannot even stand death anymore when the dragon arrived. When the dragon was awakened, the dragon, what I am, my spirit was awakened. I couldn't stand anything of suffering and death. I couldn't even stand a movie anymore just because they pretend to die. I couldn't stand it anymore. So I had to be stronger in this because this life in itself is cruel. So I have to be stronger in this. It doesn't mean that you cannot be, of course, soft, and you cannot be, of course, like I was, like I still am. But yeah, in fact, the dragons the dragons are themselves very, very unknown and very, very much feared because of this unknown. That whenever they see a dragon, they see power, they see fire, they see a fight. But in fact, whenever I see the dragon, I see peace, I see calmness, I see nature, I see compassion. And that is what Quetzalcoatl was all about. Quetzalcoatl, the dragon god of the air, the dragon god of the sky, the dragon god that said, I don't need sacrifices. And that is also what is being compared with Lucifer, the brown dragon, is the one that shines light in the dark. What is to be afraid of that? Lucifer is nothing like they said in Christianity. Lucifer was a spirit already known long before Abrahamism, long before that. And that is a spirit that I encounter a lot of times. And I'm not afraid of him. I actually love him.